The Suicide Squad spin-off Peacemaker doesn't really have that much hype around it, and I'll admit that I'm not really that excited for it, but that's mostly because, first of all, we haven't actually seen John Cena as Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad, so we don't know if we like the character yet, but on top of that, we don't know what the series is about, and he's a very obscure character, so again, there's not really much hype around this series, but there was some news I found that could be true, could not be true, but it definitely gets me excited for this because we could be seeing the return of Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke in this series, which I think would be perfect because ASCAP Art, who I've never heard of before, apparently they're a writer for GWW, which would be Geeks Worldwide, so it seems likely that they'd have some sources. They are saying that Deathstroke will have an appearance in the Peacemaker HBO Max series, which would be awesome. And again, Geeks Worldwide, I think, has some pretty good, a fairly good track record. And James Gunn was actually asked about this on Twitter last night, and he didn't deny it. He obviously didn't confirm it, but he didn't deny it. But what he did say is how much he loves Deathstroke and he loves Joe Manganiello in the role. So I think it's happening. And again, this is just so perfect because Joe Manganiello is such a perfect casting for Deathstroke, but I feel like it's been wasted because he was in the Justice League post-credit scene, and then nothing happened, and then he was in Zack Snyder's Justice League, which was, it's the same story, so he didn't really do too much else, but obviously he was supposed to be the main villain in Ben Affleck's Batman movie, but then that was all scrapped, so really, the whole future of this character in the DCU had been scrapped, so it's kind of the question of alright, what's going to happen next with this character? And I think one of the best ways you could use Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke is with the Suicide Squad. Bring him in for the third movie. That would be perfect. And you could set that up possibly here in the Peacemaker HBO Max series, because we know that this is a prequel series that will actually show how Peacemaker actually ends up getting recruited to the Suicide Squad. So maybe you could have an explanation of maybe Deathstroke was a previous member, or he's just getting out, or he went on a mission or something with Peacemaker. Either way, it would be cool. And also there's the question of would they be fighting each other or teaming up? Because they're very different characters. Literally one of their names starts with peace and the other one starts with death. Those usually don't mix very well together, but either way, whatever happens, I really hope that we do get to see Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke in the Peacemaker HBO Max series, because, again, it makes so much sense, and I just want to see more of this character. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, and do you want to see Deathstroke in the Peacemaker HBO Max series? So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.